Good evening. Thank you for joining us. We are the Boys from the Baltic Star, and I'm Ben. And at the weekends, we play tabletop RPGs, and when it isn't the weekends, we sometimes play narrative style computer games. And when I say we, it isn't the royal we, because I'm joined in voice, in spirit, and in experience when it comes to this game by a very good friend of this channel, an honorary boy of the Baltic Star, Sock
Oh,
Fiddler.
that's the nicest promotion I've ever had.
How are you
Also, what a
doing, Socks? Are you all
I'm
right?
good. Yeah, I'm good. I've been looking forward to this actually. I know I've said like 3 times now you're going to finish it this week, but I genuinely think you're going to finish it this week.
I think you said that on about episode 4.
Many times. I
Yeah.
just like to, raise the stakes a bit, but this time they're as high as they could be. We've thrown an entire cow up there. They literally cannot go higher.
Okay. All
Oh,
right. Well, fair
I
enough
need it.
then. Yeah.
Yes, I think this is it. Excited and nervous, and I'm ready with a very good bottle of wine, and some good comforting words.
And obviously, we are hoping against hope that the actual resolution to this will involve some choices that will resolve the narrative and no brutal battles that I can easily lose.
Okay, well we say this, but genuinely, I haven't met anybody who got this far on their first attempt. Like
Really?
this is extraordinary, and with Love You and this your pedigree in the kind of choose your own adventure style games, except for last week, which was brilliant, but it doesn't tend to go well for you, is what I'm saying. And this time, you're knocking it out of the park.
Well, that's tremendously kind of you. Thank you.
Mm. So should we have a quick recap of where we got to last week? Because it was
Yeah,
quite exciting and lots of things happened.
I think that's actually quite a good idea because there's a degree of there's a degree of sort of chaos to be had.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so we have arrived at what I'm reliably informed is the sort of final city that we are going to deal with. We've been fighting a running campaign against this evil force known as the Dredge, and they themselves appear to be fleeing this great darkness. We've fallen in with some weavers who are menders who are magicians, and they tell us that there is much that is going on that we're not necessarily privy to, but that I specifically have been chosen to know this great secret about an upcoming battle, which I've already forgotten, but it is apparently an
It's
enormously important
Silver
secret.
Arrow.
Thank you, Silver Arrow.
So
Um,
the notion is she can get into the minds of people and persuade them of things, and even control them to a certain extent. But our main opposition, this nasty fella called Bellower,
hmm,
he cannot be controlled in that kind of a way. It'd be too easy, of course. But what she can do is make him think that she can control him that way. So it's like a little bit of sleight of hand mentalism. She's doing a Darren Brown essentially, and
right.
it all culminates in this silver arrow, which she'll make a great fuss and pomp about making. And and her plan is she'll shoot him with it, and then he will believe that she has somehow mortally wounded him, and hopefully that'll buy you enough time to secure your victory.
Okay. Well, we haven't crafted the Silver Arrow yet, and we have this thing on the map called Crafters where I can go and get it crafted.
Mm.
But before I do that, having just taken a look at my heroes, I would very much like the opportunity to rest for a couple of days, but it looks as if there
But
is no such option.
no, this game is pretty unforgiving when it comes to
This game,
the
in
rough
fact,
times.
deliberately does not like me. This is what it is. It
Um,
wants me to fail.
I think, and I say this with affection, I think it wants you to stop taking fights that you don't need to be in.
Okay, so we finally find someone willing to craft an arrow. He is suspiciously shown the silver, but he does get started. Excellent.
Oh, that's right. We had to go and find the magic silver as well, didn't we, up the mountain?
We've done that. Yep, we've got the
It's
silver.
all, it's
Yes.
all very exciting and weird.
Yes. Yeah. And then balked at the more dangerous part of the silver quest. I talked with
Yes.
Avind a long time while you were gone. He told me a lot about Juno. Is she really as powerful as he said? It certainly seems that way.
Nah.
That might be the most luck we've had so far. Dad, I think I know what's going to happen now. So do I. I'm going to make some terrible choices and you're going to glare at me because you don't like my moral decisions. That's what's going to happen. And Arrow, she's going to make you shoot Bellower, isn't she? I don't know for sure. Come on, who else is going to do it? Ivor? You're afraid of me dying. We can't run this time. Okay. Oh, she
She's
wants
not.
to do it.
Okay. Oh. No?
Yeah, I've been given instructions that it has to be me. So I'm going to say no. What do you do when Bellower comes straight for the person holding the only thing that can destroy him? Well, okay, I'll let you speak, but say sensible things instead of that.
I feel I need to just take a beat and tell you a little bit of history about us and Alette here. Alette is Rook's daughter. Rook is the character that Bucky is currently playing. And the very first thing she said when we started off on this quest is, I don't mind fighting, but I don't want to shoot people. And the very next thing Ben did was get her into a fight where she had to shoot a person.
Yes.
And she hasn't forgiven him for it ever since.
That's absolutely right. Yes.
She's quite salty about it, in fact.
Yeah. I mean, I feel it was necessary to break her of that because we're in an actual war. And she's one of the soldiers in that war. And her unwillingness to shoot people, I felt, was going to be a problem.
It was a hindrance. It was inconvenient, that's true.
Yeah. Skoga feels so long ago. Well, like 7 whole episodes ago at this point. I'm not asking because I'm afraid of losing you. I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Okay. Let me do it because you know I'm a better shot. I have a better chance of puncturing his armour. We only have 1 shot.
I mean, if that's the measure we're going for, we should let the lady, I've forgotten her name, but we should let her, the white lady, do
Oddleaf, yeah. For once, let me decide what happens to me. No, sorry, Alette. It's going to be me. And she doesn't cry about it, which is good.
Well, that's a start.
Just promise. Promise we'll be together. Okay. So that means I can't leave her out of the fight. All right. So essentially, heroes we've looked at, market, we've still got the map as an option, and we've got Juno to talk to. There he is.
Hey.
Yeah. It's very important that I keep the arrow out in my hand because it is a secret weapon.
Yes. Yes, we need everyone to know that you have a secret weapon to inspire courage.
Secret weapons only work if everybody knows they're coming. Yeah.
Yes.
There is little time left. Bellower knows we're here. Whether he's waiting for more forces to arrive or simply wants to starve us out first, I can't tell. But he will not expect a direct attack. Yep, I'm with you, Ivor. How the hell are we going to do that? I will take a handful of warriors to face him. I can keep a small group hidden from sight. The rest of you will lead the charge from here. With luck, Bellower will send his armies away from himself to meet you. Okay, the Ravens are like a militia kind of thing in this city. And
they're an odd one though, because I still am not sure who they're protecting exactly. I don't know if they're protecting the leader of the town, like the chieftain, or if they've just barricaded him in. I don't know.
I feel that when it comes to whose side they're on, the Ravens are very much on the Ravens' side.
Yeah, yes.
I could be wrong about that.
I think your summation might be accurate.
Oh, Juno's arranged a task for the Ravens. Even if you make it to Bellower, what chance is there of defeating him? Well, I've got this secret weapon. No. We saw what happened at Einotov. That thing can't be killed. Oh, she shows the secret weapon. Good. Excellent. She shows them the secret weapon. This will make him bleed like the rest of us. Once he's pierced, he'll be vulnerable. Okay.
I thought the deal was once he... Oh, so she's doing the bluff on everybody. Okay. She wants everyone to believe that he's going to be vulnerable. Okay.
And bring only those you absolutely need.
What about those who can absolutely stand up?
Yeah, because we've got some fairly wounded people.
They're fairly ragged.
It'll take all my concentration to keep the other dredge from swallowing us up. I can't join in battle. And if we kill Bellower, then the dredge will just wander away. That's my belief, yes. I can't say for certain. This is an area where certain is definitely what we're looking for, Juno.
Uh-huh.
This is a doomed plan. Help us hold out here until the ships are finished. No, sorry, Harkon. That's a stupid idea. That we've already been told the ships will take a month and the dredge will be here in like 48 hours. And then what? Bellower will hound her every step, all the way to Arborang, and there'll be more Sunder there. Yeah, we can't cope with more Sunder. We can only cope with one Sunder, and that's if the secret weapon works. Now is the time to speak to loved ones and the memory of any god that pleases you. In the morning we slay a Sunder. Okay.
We spent half the game trying to find her, and she's just a bucket of sunshine.
Okay, so we now have Bellower as an actual quest objective. The map is just the map. There's no way to rest. We can check our heroes again, but we know what they're doing. We can visit the market, but we can't buy anything, and we don't actually need supplies at this point. We've only got 5.
No, for the first time, I think, in the entire... this half of the game, we don't need supplies.
We don't, because we're all going to be dead long before we run out of food.
I have made my predictions in private, but I still believe you've got a good chance.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, this is part of your famous candour.
I feel honour-bound to say that no matter what I think, to be honest.
Yes. Okay, Bellower. You rise in silence and walk through empty streets. 2 armies stand...
Now this is the scene in Lord of the Rings where they're tossing the flowers at the feet of the horsemen riding through Minas Tirith. This is that moment.
This is.
Oh, yeah.
Gather your allies. Today one thing will end, another will begin, and our actions will decide on which side we stand. Okay.
Good. That's brilliant. I feel like that's a case Sarah Sarah. That's a bewitched moment.
It is. So...
things are gonna
everybody's
happen.
back to full health.
Magic. Look at that. So you have to have those 2.
We've got to have Ivar, Hakan, Moga.
Moga the Beast. Why didn't I ever go with Moga the Monster? It took me 8 episodes to get there. But here we are, Moga the Monster.
I mean, Eyvind on paper is the other one I've got to bring.
He was very helpful with the mending of the shields.
He was, and he's actually not useless against the trash enemies as well.
Mm.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say anything about your tactics from this point on. But if we don't manage the fight, if for some reason we have to replay it, then I'll weigh in on the next attempt. But for this one, I'm just going to let you do what you do.
Okay.
All right. Good luck, and I believe in you.
All right. I think that's going to be it. Let's see what the battlefield looks like.
I mean, I'm surprised that our favourite hero, Eric, isn't in the lineup.
That's what surprises you, really.
He's such a hero. Oh dear, here we go.
Okay. Still your fear. Listen, I will try to guide you. All right. Useful tactical advice would be handy at this point. Right, what are we dealing with? We've got... well, an entire army, but the ones with red squares are the ones we actually have to fight, aren't they? So, we've got Bellower. That's a problem. We've got 2 big dudes and 4 small dudes.
Right.
One of those big dudes has serious amount of shield. I haven't got the slightest idea how fast Bellower moves, of course. Right. Okay. Right. All right. This is what we're going to try.
Okay, so just outline what your plan is really quickly.
Okay. The plan is, it looks as if Bellower gets to go next.
Yeah.
So, we're going to move Moga up front and centre to deal with this big dude on the right, because Moga's got a shield, and if we can fix him in place, we can bring others up to deal with that guy quickly. We're going to, if the opportunity arises, let the arrow fly at Bellower as soon as he comes in range. Well, as soon as we get 100% hit chance anyway, you know what I mean. And we're going to try to slink the entire battlefield off to the right so that we deal with them sort of sequentially rather than all at once. That's my theory.
Okay.
But it does depend on how well the bad guys actually do their bad guy stuff. So, first things first, let's get Moga out front and centre. Okay. Now, do we know how dangerous this goes? 20 and 20. That's not a good set of numbers.
That's a lot. That's a lot of number.
12 and 18. 9 and 10. Okay. So this guy. To here. Very irritating. Okay. Right. Here's the first of the actual attacks with any luck. We can trim his armour back substantially.
Very nice.
Right. Now, he's not within range to launch an attack yet, because the guy didn't move far enough. So, I think that's right anyway. Hang on a sec. Let me just check. Yep, I need to get one closer. So, the obvious thing to do is
it's so hard not to say anything.
if I make him move to here, then do I get my attack? How do I do this? Attack here. Okay, I don't actually get my special arrow, apparently. Alright. Okay. She's going to need to move forward one, I think, in order to attack this guy. He can trim him back. Keep Bellower weakened, his strength will return. Haven't actually hurt him yet. I've just trimmed his armor, I think. Yeah. Okay. So this guy needs some armor back. So, Avind. Can we use arc lightning, do you think, on Bellower and the guy in front of him?
Are you actually asking for my input?
I'm just wondering if it actually, works. Oh no, it's out of range. Okay.
Okay.
Then in that case, we are going to instead do a mend here. That's topped up his shield a bit.
Very nice.
Okay. Now. Okay, we can knock that guy down by 7 of his health. Or trim this guy's shield down to 2. I think ultimately we're going to hurt the big guy because he's got big damage that he can do. Right. We can swing against this guy. And he's done. Right.
Very nice. That's also put a couple of pips on the horn too. That's going to be a fun one for you.
Okay. So if we attack this guy, we can kill him. That one's dead. So, Rook, come on, can you attack this guy? Doesn't look like you can. No, you're going to have to move forward again. Which I can live with.
Yeah, I suppose.
Cannot use the arrow until there is no chance of missing. Okay. Okay. Okay, there I think. So if we use the abilities and mend here, top up his armour. Okay. Get Moga as close into the fight as we can. Okay, Moga is down. 14. Decisions.
I think I'm being brilliant at being quiet today.
Okay.
It's very difficult though.
We've got to knock down his shield so that we get a good chance of hitting. Right. Okie dokie. I don't know if that's going to be enough yet. Let's find out. Nope, only 70%.
Sorry.
We do that.
Oh, it's difficult. Okay.
Okay, we can't hit him because we're too close, and we can't hit him because we're too far away. That's a combination that I find personally quite irritating.
We call that the floor, don't we?
Attack this guy. Nope. This guy. So we can knock his armour down by 2. He's on 9. There's not a lot of difference between them, but I'm actually more nervous about this guy. So let's trim his armour back a bit. That's hurt a lot. Okay, she can't hold them back for long. I'm not completely convinced she's been all that productive.
No.
Okay. Rook is very, very close to death, so the only thing I can do with him is mend his armour as best I can. Which has helped, but not all that much really. This guy needs his armour trimmed back. guy. Attack him. Sure. Right. We've got 100% hit chance now against him, but it doesn't say anything special about the arrow. How do I deploy the arrow? Is it under abilities?
I think you need to have a clean line. Oh, you do have a clean line of sight.
Okay, one cuts.
Wow.
This clearly went very badly. What?
I think they're making you do it again. Oh wait, are they?
Apparently, hang on a second. Haste child, finish bellower now. Alright, so hang on a minute.
I think it's a 2-round fight, if I remember rightly. It's a 2-round fight. And so you've passed the first round, you got the arrow into bellower.
Okay.
I think that's what's happened.
We seem to be back almost to full health, but not quite. And Bellower's on 18 and 18 now, which is the same basic principle. Almost, but not quite to full health. Okay. Right. But we don't have everybody, do we? No. We are down a rook.
And an Alette.
No, we've got a let.
Okay. We've got Hakon. Is Moga back? Yeah, Moga's
Yes,
back.
I think we've got everybody except Rook. And they're down a slinger, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't seem a fair trade.
No.
Okay. Let's get in here and start hurting some people. Okie dokie. He's an angry, angry man.
Yeah, I don't think the nickname Bellower is rhetoric. Either that or it's just a massive crybaby.
Yeah, definitely that, I'm sure. That's what it is.
Mom! Oh, shut up, Bellower.
One down. Okay. put her there. Can he still get around? No, not necessarily. I'm not sure this is going to be in range, but it might be. No, it isn't. Okay, that's fine.
Hi, Merca. You did? Oh yeah, you and me, Merca. He's a Monday evening regular now. He's from Romania and is a big Saga fan. And this is you and one of the OG3. But yeah, Rook Rook did his thing. He was heroic enough in the first round. How was your festival, Merca? It's alright, Becky. Hold fast. You got this. Did I sound good? Is that good? I have a question in the mirror. Kidding, I haven't. A little bit.
This way, I think. At least make him very vulnerable to the next one. Wow, he hits hard though, doesn't he? So this guy.
I used to really enjoy volunteering. I used to run a volunteer organisation that helps families in particular settings. It was something that I still really missed.
Okie dokie. Yeah, this is very inconvenient because Alette keeps getting pushed back out of range.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yes, he does. Right. So who needs their armour topped up? This guy's the guy. That's better. Sure. But you're dead now, so I don't have to worry about you anymore. Alright. If I attack this guy, he's still extremely well armoured. I can knock a fair amount. I could knock 6 off his armour. Okay, that's not bad. Or, if I attack this guy, same basic calculation.
Also, Merca, to let you know, I've made a pledge to not give any specific direction or instruction. Ben's figuring this one out for himself. If it doesn't go well, then we're weighing in on the now we're just letting him do it. I say that because I know that you do often get quite excited. But I think I might have this one actually.
You're more
Oh,
optimistic than I am.
hello, Lou. We've had a little mole all this time.
That's Colette done for.
I mean, Hubris alert, come along.
Okay. It's very inconvenient how short the distance these guys can move is. I don't have any extra boost I can give him. I guess that's the best I can do. Wow, that was serious death. We are now down to just 2 guys. We are outnumbered.
Oh, Imagine Dragons, that's cool. They're playing Red in this month as well. Wow, that's a pretty cool lineup. And you got to keep the stairs clear for all of them. That's cool, though. Also, Ben, I think you've got this. I do. I really do. I'm not being facetious now.
I really don't think that. Because literally there's only 2 of us left.
I didn't realise it was just 2. Well, yeah.
We are heavily outnumbered, and this guy is barely scratched yet. The only thing I can realistically do is top up his armour, but and he's done. Okay.
Oh, 3 to 6 a.m. schedule. That's wicked. Who wants to party at 8 in the morning? I mean, we have sometimes, Bucky. I know. Anyway. Don't pay any attention to this bit. Blah, blah. Right again.
Yeah, we're all done.
It's okay, actually. I have to be honest, I didn't think you'd get past the first round of the fight. So.
The first round was actually relatively easy. But, okay.
Yeah.
Let's have a go at the last checkpoint.
I mean, we know that Merca enjoys being as brutally honest as me, and if we're both saying good try, and Merca, I said to him, I don't know anybody who on their first attempt playing the game has finished it. With only 1 fight reset, so this is your second fight reset.
It is.
So let's just have a think about what might have gone wrong there, maybe?
Well, okay, I will do so, but I'll do so as I'm plotting up the next one. So,
yeah.
Broadly speaking,
yeah,
I wasn't. The biggest problem was, I think.
Hey, Chris.
My characters kept getting pushed back so they couldn't engage. So instead of moving them forwards into the fight early, I think if I prop them at the back of the battlefield, they can't be pushed back.
Yes, but also you kept moving Rook and you kept moving Alert, so that bonus that builds up when you don't move them it faded away. Now, we already knew that Bellower had to come forward to engage in the fight. So
Yeah.
you could have just drawn a line where they could stay where they were.
Yeah,
And
but that
then,
only works if they're right at the back. You can't
well,
put
I
them
mean,
further forward
they
for
have,
that.
no. But what I'm saying is you can have your guys right at the front line, like your big guys, and then they can be immediately behind them, and that's relatively okay. Um,
No,
but
because
the
then every time Bellower shouts, they get pushed all the way back.
but all you need is to get that arrow in Bellower in the first round. That's the only objective you have, just to get that arrow in him. And it was nice to see take on all the other guys, and that big guy went down in one hit by Moga. That was exciting. Unnecessary. You just got to rush Bellower. That's the whole thing.
Okay, but it doesn't seem to make any difference as long as you get that fight won, as I understand it. Is that right?
Well, you can do better. I want to say you can do better. That sounds really harsh. What I mean is you can keep more of your characters on their feet. But also Murga, and this is an observation that Chris has made, the way that you beat him is a strategy that no normal players use because they straight up don't need it until now. What he's saying is what I've been saying, but in a different way, is that you don't play video games, so you don't have the kind of years of, the strategy education that you get in this type of gameplay. You don't have that. You have, things on a table that have a physical presence that you move with your hand and follow a human logic, not an AI logic. So it's interesting because both Merca and Chris have noted that you have a strategy that they've never seen.
Right.
But you're making it work for you, and that's the important point.
Apparently not all the way to the end.
Well, you weren't beaten by a huge margin, and Bellower is normally what stops people from getting over the line. Honestly, people will try 7, 8, 9 times and be like, sod it, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not saying you're going to go 7, 8 times. I think you're very, very close. But I think on the second fight, if you just throw everything at him, rush him. Am I right, Merker, in thinking that he can't blow you back if you're too deep? So if you've got somebody engaging him and then somebody immediately behind them, he can't blow them both back. I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong. That's my memory. But you weren't a million miles away from it, Bucky, and that's the important thing. I think you're doing better than you realise.
It doesn't feel like that, but okay.
Have faith! It's fine. You're going to do it. So the first fight, just get the arrow in him.
Yeah, you've just got to trim his armour back to the point where you can do that.
Oh no, I'm right. So they can't step over one another. So you can't, if you've got somebody engaging him and then an archer immediately behind them, he can't blow them back.
Okay.
It's a bit like backgammon. They get anchored in place. Oh, look at that. He's straight in it this time.
Arrange to reach him. Okay.
It's okay to leave him there. We don't need him until the armor's down low enough to get the arrow into him.
I mean, you're right.
But also, we can move Moga across and put somebody else. So there's literally no way for Bellower to get to Rook. if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean the issue, I suppose, is that he's one of my better attackers anyway, so he's also
Yeah, that's
useful
true.
for trimming people back. I'm ranged for this. I am not. Okay. You know what though? I might as well take the opportunity to see if I can knock his armor down a bit,
Yeah, absolutely.
because every bit helps on him.
Are you being a test guard?
So,
Even my cat's rooting for you, Becky.
I think we're going to top him up as best we can. Good. That was worth doing suddenly. Okay. God, that's tempting, isn't it? At least it will weaken him if he's splashing out.
Are we still going now?
Yeah, but I'm still out of range, so I'm gonna have to move him forward, aren't I, at some point?
Forward and to the side, maybe. Or if you put him over Alette's right shoulder, you'll be able to be in line of sight, and he won't be able to get you in range. In fact, there's a nice defensive V there, where you could pop Rook, and they will protect you from all the reds. Do you see what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, I just need to move him a bit closer, basically.
Yeah.
Because as it stands, he's pointless. I mean, this guy is basically on his last legs, but it's not helping, of course, because there's no arrow in him. So I might as well try and make these guys hurt. But unless Bella is coming round, which he won't, of course, he's got no reason to.
I agree, Maka. You haven't seen Ben in other streams where brute force has proved to be an excellent.
So.
Okay. What time is it? Do you want to maybe take a break, shake it off a bit, and then go into round 2?
It's always good to try brute force. Yes, absolutely true. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes, this is a good moment to take a break, I think, and just work the crick out of my shoulders and get to the point where I'm able to. Yes, yes, Cold Frog, you're right. I love a special end message. You're doomed, doomed. Yes, that's exactly what we'll do. We'll just take a 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and have a go at, and see if we can actually finish it off.
I think you're there. I do. If not this attempt, then it'll be one more. I think you've got it though. Really, really.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's find out. Let's have a break. Stick with us,
Stick around
guys.
and we'll find out.
Refresh your glasses and mugs, and we'll see you in a bit.
Cheers. And we're back for the destruction that is inevitable now.
Oh no. I don't believe it's inevitable. I don't.
You don't believe it's inevitable?
No.
You think this could, in fact, be the time?
Yes, I actually really truly do. Yes.
Okay. Okay. We've hit a snag. The game's hung.
Oh no. Oh. Hooray for streaming. At least you know it's properly live. We're not scripting.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's have a quick reboot and some elevator music, shall we?
Let's try this. If I do this, bear with me a second.
The worst thing that will happen is we have to restart the first part of the first fight, and that's fine. You know how to do that now. That's
it's
easy
true.
bit.
Let's try firing this up again.
Yeah. America, I'm starting to acquire your particular wit, and I'm enjoying it today.
Okay. Let's have another go at the Bellower fight. What do we need? A Moga. Over.
Yay, Spaz! Oh, my clothes just fell off. Spazza turns up, off they go. It's just like a reflex. Now I'm meta nude. That's how that works. Poof, it's Spazza. How you doing, Spazza? It's so nice to see you. It's happened again, though. Spezza has turned up within days of you being shorn again.
It's true. Yes, very nice. Thank you for joining us, Sparrow. It's very nice to have you with us. I'm currently in the process of failing dismally at a game.
I dispute that description. I'm sorry, Spurs. Day 3 of perpetual pajamas in your car. I know, Spurs is here. It might be your fault that you're in your pajamas in your car. This needs more analysis, but I also feel like I need to give you my attention, Bucky. But I am curious about Spurs in his pajamas.
Yes, me too.
I tell you what, as an after-victory treat, we will delve into this some more. Let's go forth and win! You are now motivated. Guns! You just missed Chuckles. He's just gone to bed. No, we don't min-max. That's not happening at all. I've noticed.
Okay. Who has taken a hit on their armour that's worth fixing? think we have a winner.
He's definitely worth 3 spares.
So, no, it turns out they can push you back with 2 stacked. They just can't push the front one back.
Okay. That was not what I had in my program. I'm sorry.
So, essentially, it doesn't help with the archery at all.
No. Okay. I'm sharing the blame for that one with Merker, who confirmed my incorrect idea.
Can't take it here.
I also really need to yell at my cat, but I really don't want to. What can I do instead?
Yeah, what happens is they push the back one back, but not the front one, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Oh, so then what you need to do is you need to put Ivan behind them, so that it's like a Newton's cradle, and he can only blow back Ivans. That's the strategy.
I mean, potentially that's true, but
It's getting Benny Hill-esque now.
it is, I think, yeah. Range.
Luke's getting his own guns out. Is that allowed?
Can hit him. Okay, so this, that. We've got him. Right. So. And then he stalks
evening
off and we get the
crit.
cutscene.
Right. The gang is here. You have time to go to bed, but everybody else is here, Buffy. You've got this now.
Right. Okay. So, I am now robbed of Rook, who is, well, seemingly broken in pieces on the battlefield. which seems very unfair given that they still get to have Bellower back.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So 5 on 5. Or there.
He has been far too successful recently. Also, though, we have the potential of finishing 2 things in 1 week, which I think is like unheard of in Baltic Star history. I have a feeling. Yeah. We finished the Buffy campaign, Spez, and it was kind of epic. And a little bit emotional, I feel.
It was right at the end, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, honestly, off streaming products are amazing. That might not be true.
Okie dokie. Trim it down a little bit. Not by very much. Worth having though. Down.
You're doing better this time.
I'm not sure that's entirely true, but we'll see. Nope, we're really not.
Oh,
We are really, really not.
so just a quick story. I know it doesn't matter, but has anybody else in chat finished Banner Saga, like the first one that we're on now, or is this all just hooray, good lucking? Which is fine. Support is support, but informed support is often nice too.
Yes, it's
I sort of feel like Crit might have played it to the end.
it's
It feels like
possible.
a Crit fail kind of game. Oh, and yes, you did, Luke. You had a poorly out. You had a little boo-boo. But also, what I loved about you hiding is that Spezzo is totally the boss. Like, stay there, shut up, don't move, be quiet. Georgia was amazing. Yeah. Yeah, he does. Okay, clear problem. You can't deal with the stone slinger, or rather, they deal with you before you do it the other way around. Yep, going on holiday next week and be back working on the W. Okay, interesting to see what happened with the World War II one. I can't say those words out loud. They're very distracting, Luke.
Yes, this. Okay. Yeah, that is definitely trouble. And
What is he at? What are his stats?
for some reason, I can't shoot him. I don't know why.
13 and 19. Okay.
He's still out of range, apparently. But okay. We can't be out of range now, surely. Yeah, but I've got no way of seriously harming him. Despite her theoretical bonus, she's still completely useless against him. She hasn't moved an inch all game. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so anybody got any input on how we could possibly squeak through?
You can't just leave her in one place and rely on her to do it, because it turns out she's
and
no
it's
use.
kind of mean of them to insist that she has to be part of the fight, because she would not be. Let's just say she wouldn't be in my first 11. Put it that way. Yeah. Anybody got any ideas?
Okay.
If there's a way to keep Rook from the first fight, so we need him to not get hit. My main problem with the most idiotic class in this godforsaken world, Menders. They are tiny, frail mages, and they use a precious turn. They need to get constantly value. out of the turn, or there will just be another block in turn. Yeah, we have found that, to be honest, with Ivan. Though, saying that, he did polish off a fight. He killed 2, and one of them was a big one in the last session. But, yeah, tricky. How would we keep Rook alive for the second round, Merca? That's, I think, the most pressing issue.
We can't. He's gone. He's dead at the beginning. There's a plot point about it.
Oh, that's irritating.
So sadly, we cannot do anything to keep Rook around because you're absolutely right. We should be able to use him.
You don't. Okay. It's just the way you said I thought you'd go Rook, sort of implied that. Do we need Ivan necessarily?
Not necessarily, but he does have a couple of advantages. The most notable one being that he can mend people's armour.
Yeah. Just trying to see who is an obvious. It's annoying that we have to keep Alette. That's very annoying.
Yes. It's a problem.
She is.
Okay.
This is the one. This is it. To quote somebody quite close to my heart, when Luke was playing Alien Isolation, I have a great feeling about that.
Yeah, me too. I think this is the one. Okay.
We're going to call it Plan Spares, because the meta mind will prevail. This is going to happen. It's going to be fine. Oh, it's not Plan Socks. I haven't done him very well at all in this. But I tell you what, we'll go to Plan Luke next.
Not a lot of use, but
Black Meta. Be men of peace. We did try that, and the game does seem to prefer that sometimes.
Yeah. Sadly, it does say, basically, this big reddish dude, the rusty guy, Bellower, has to be actually taken down and given a spanking. I'm not entirely clear why he needs to be given a spanking beyond the fact that it's, the plot of the story.
Because we have to make him think he's a very naughty boy. Not that kind of spanking, Spares. Shh. See, this is what he does. Spares comes back and then causes all kinds of mayhem, and then I'm so easily led astray by him that now I'm making all kinds of silly stuff. Okay, thinking about what gets you murdered. Stone slingers are more or less broken, and I totally understand it. Poison is powerful and troublesome. Second of all, injuries may be the destroyer of your chances. Val take a full 3 strength on entering stage 2. So they enter already broken.
Yeah, they do, I'm afraid.
And we lose Rook. Maybe we put in our 2 most heavily armoured Val and then bring in the white lady. What is her name? I've completely blanked on her. Oddleaf.
Yeah. Wow. An enormous hit he can do.
How did he work? What do you mean, how did he work? He, you got to hit him with the golden arrow, the silver arrow, but you can only do that when you're 100% going to hit him. So his armor has to be stripped away, and Rook has to be within range and with line of sight, which is problematic. And then when he comes back, and we don't have Rook.
So we've dealt with Bellower for the first round, if you like.
Yep. First try! Bye, Rook. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, well, so far we haven't failed to get through that first round.
No.
Okay.
Are you able to move them about, or is this the order that you start in and that's just how it is?
You can move the characters around on the starting field, yeah.
Okay. Because I wonder if moving them all into the middle so they can just immediately rush Bellower and kind of skip in between these two fellas here might be the plan?
Potentially. I mean, it's not intrinsically a bad idea. I'm just wondering if I focus on this guy front right first. Because obviously, if I can rush him, then theoretically I can kill him while Bellower's still approaching.
Yeah.
I haven't got the slightest idea if she's going to be pushed back, but we might as well get her into the fight. Okay. So let's start here. Trim this guy's armor back.
I think here's some of the problem, I think, Becky, is you need to do a bit more like taunting. You don't battle taunt. You're not like, oh, take that, you rascal. Ha! That's one in the eye.
I take your point. Yeah.
I mean, I can try and do that for you, but I'm not very good. Yeah, we all want to hear Bucky bullying. But it's Blues on Saturday, so one way or another, we'll get Bucky bullied this week.
Right, now who's taken a hit so far? A little bit. This fella.
I don't know.
Okay, so we'll try mending here. These guys move much more slowly now.
Yeah, it's a tough fight, this one.
Okay, so.
But also, I'm not sure if you're aware that this is his first ever time in playing the game. He's never completed it before.
It's not my first time playing this fight, however.
No, well, what I'm saying is, if you were to play it again, you would anticipate, you would play in the anticipation of this fight, so you would have an idea of tactics and who to level up and what kind of items, and you'd be playing specifically with this fight in mind. But you come into this fight completely blind, not knowing the game at all.
That is true.
Because, you know, it's difficult. I think you've been remarkable to get to this point. I'm going to have to go and wash my mouth out because I'm being so nice to you. It's atrocious. It's not what I'm paid for.
So let's find out here. No, not quite. Okay. So, but we can move Avon forward. To there, say. And then try this.
I mean, they're right there in the Discord space.
Well, that's very irritating, because he's got close enough to her this time that she can't shoot him. Not from there, anyway. Okay. That seems very unfair. He got to move twice on the trot. Why does he get to move twice on the trot?
He's a cheat. He's got really bad moderators. Oh, but look at that. No. That was a good hit. And he's only going after your armour at the moment, which is great. Let's get Hakon in there, and then... Yeah, he can cheat.
He spent a long time
He's
explaining to me how the system works, and then it's great.
Yeah.
Him again. How is it always him?
I think it's a revenge thing. If you hit him, then he gets to, like, be annoyed and hit you back, is my guess. I don't know. I think we should have this rule in blues, though. If somebody hits us, we get to hit back and then have a turn. But don't forget, enjoy this one, everybody. You've got the horn. Hey! Yes, Bucky!
Yeah.
How does it
That's what I was
feel?
thinking, Merker. He just gets an extra free turn, doesn't he? It's always his turn if you keep fighting
He
him.
got it. He absolutely got it. Yeah.
Where are the men?
To have only had to play that fight twice.
3 times.
Well, you played it on 2 attempts and then won it on your 3rd. Yeah. Well done. Enjoy the end of the game, my friend. Nothing bad can happen now.
Dredge flee from Val. Let becomes someone else today, this time to be a let another day. Wow. I'll carry your father back to the city. He'll be on... So I should think. He took on Bellower of all things.
Yeah, we lost Story.
Juno was right. With Bellower fallen, the Dredge flee the field of battle. Apparently, with Rook's death, morale immediately improved.
Immediately improves. Like, well, we can drink now. No more rations.
Yeah.
We can tell jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, Ivan. Yeah.
Since Bellower fell, they've been going their own way. The Ravens will be keeping the docks clear. Juno's talking about something now.
Ugh.
And we'll be able to sail to Arborang before the darkness shows up. How far south has it spread?
I mean, I believe in a thing called love, but I just don't think this is the game for them. I've got to be honest.
No. Get the prince back to his home. To be fair, he hasn't been much use out of his home, so... Hakan has also decided to come with us. That's good. Not much else to go back to.
Well, they still have that bridge at least.
And that's nearly time. Find somewhere safe. I've had a ship prepared for Rook. Oh. Oh, it's very sad.
End on a high. It's a funeral.
The highest of all of the highs.
The VA, what does the VA mean? The Val? The... I don't know what that means. I thought Ivor got his arm back. Oh, voice actor is Ubin. Oh, yeah, well, he's the Scrivener.
Fantastic.
Lucky you're heartily drinking.
I've earned a quaff, is what I've earned.
Excuse me, a what?
A quaff.
A quaff.
Yeah, that
didn't know
must
you
be getting a
ate
good
that.
quaffing, is what it's getting.
A quaffy. Wow. Banner Saga done. Oh, there's the darkness.
It is Sparrow. It's clearly powered by gas turbine or something.
Well, we keep playing these streams, Bucky. I'm a little bit emotional again.
That's very pretty.
Fantastic.
So, what did you think? All in all, how did you find it?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought that was fantastic.
Please.
And, well, as you know, because you watched me play it all the way through, I did have to, restart and reset a few times.
No, just one other fight you had to do that on.
Yeah, there was one
and
fight,
that was when.
and
yeah.
then the final battle. Yeah.
I mean, you bossed it. Also, places where everybody, like, it's almost inevitable that you end up losing Gunoff, and you managed to pick the only pathway that leaves Gunoff alive, with the cart that was hanging off the cliff. That was amazing.
Thank you, Luke.
Yeah, he's Nip. Yeah.
That's
So,
fantastic.
I mean, in terms of the story and the art and everything, how do you feel about it? Sorry, I'm asking you when you're still probably trying to process and recover.
I thought the story got better and better as it went on. It started out as this sort of little local tale of disaster, and over the narrative, it expanded into this huge fight between good and evil for the fate of the world. It was. I really enjoyed that. I mean, obviously, I'd have to play this thing through dozens of times to try different character interactions and different decisions at different points.
Or just talk to Merca.
True.
No, he won! He won!
No, Crit, seriously.
Victorious!
I know it's hard to believe. In fact, it's impossible to believe. But this actually succeeded.
Yeah. And on his first attempt playing the game, I really want this highlighted because Banner Saga is a really difficult game. And it's laden with choices and hubris and I'm a hero, and none of that gets paid in anything other than death and awfulness. And yeah, Bucky found his way all the way to the end and completed. Yeah, well done.
It's almost unbelievable, and yet it's true.
I know. You are a gamer now. You finished Banner Saga. That's cool. And honestly, have a look on Steam. There'll be an achievement for it on Steam, and you'll see like 3.7% of players have got this achievement or something ridiculous. It's absurd. People just don't finish this game. They just don't.
Well, I mean...
Oh, you got to get kicked out for succeeding, says Crit. It's not the Baltic way.
I'll have to keep it on the down. Oh no, Luke saw it in chat, didn't he? I'm doomed.
Oh, yeah. Wow, so we've completed 2 things in 2 days. Man, we're on a roll. A roll!
Yes. Okay, well, first things first. Thank you, Socks. Yep. That was a really good pick for a game, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's been an absolute joy to go through this adventure with you and watch you explore and play and struggle. I think struggle is part of the enjoyment, ultimately, if you're a bit of a masochist.
Well, certainly there's... struggle is great as long as you eventually prevail.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that problem that what doesn't make you stronger kills you, as they say.
Yes.
Yes. But it was enormous fun. It was great to do.
Yeah. Yeah, what I liked is, until now, and I've known you for 2 years, and you're always sort of very erudite and unruffleable, very calm and in control, quite reserved. This game, I feel, ruffled you a couple of times.
There were places where I found that I was really focusing on it. It was like match point in a tennis match, where you're staring down the barrel of the gun kind of thing. It was tense in places. Yeah, very tense. Yes, so as Luke in chat quite cheerfully says, we are expecting to finish Orbital Blues on Saturday.
Yeah.
Now, I should point out that he's saying that confidently, even though it's actually up to you and Socks and myself, because we could just sit on the floor and hum for the entire game.
I mean, I could have a long make-out session with Antonio, which would make everybody uncomfortable, but also be kind of fun. I could do that. Bit of what was it? PDA. That's it.
Mm. But before we say goodnight tonight, Luke, what night are you streaming some Diver Dave, if you are streaming Diver Dave this week? Because...
But also, we need to say what we're doing next week on Monday, because we've run out of Banner Saga.
That's true. So let's let's do that while we're at it. So what are we doing next Monday?
Well, I do believe that you've told me it's my turn to play a game and have you tell me how I'm doing.
I did insist on that.
You did. Again, it wasn't in my contract. This is a purely one-way snide stop. Like, it wasn't going to be like you picking at me. But it's fine because which game did you pick in the end? You and Chris had a chat, didn't you? Which one did you pick?
Oh no, I was just chatting with you about it.
Oh well, okay, Well, which one do you want? We came up with a short list of like 3 or 4, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean the one I suppose that appealed to me the most was the one in the woman returning to the empty house, but Chris seemed to suggest that wouldn't play well on stream. I don't know why.
I think, well, I don't know. But I tend to trust his judgment because I'm a fool. But I can't remember where I put my list of things. Maybe it's in my mental notes.
While Socks is looking that up, Luke is streaming possibly tomorrow and definitely on Thursday. Is it going to be Diver Dave both times? Because we don't have the second chapter yet of The Expanse, do we?
I won't be a noob though, Merca. It would just be a game I've not played before. But the whole flavour of this was about Ben having played lots and lots of tabletop and real life games, but not being so experienced in the digital gaming sphere.
Okay, so
Ooh,
that's good. And thank you, Luke. So Diver Dave, possibly tomorrow, definitely Thursday. I think I've got that right. Yeah, so come on, you're going to have to play it. So what's your
So
pick?
the list was Tacoma, Night in the Woods, Botanicula, or Samarost. Now I will say that my best friend has been trying to get me to play Botanicula for about 9 years.
Then that
But
sounds like the way to go.
I'm not okay. But also, it's what I do know about it is it's got really, really lovely art. The music, I listen to the music constantly already.
Hmm.
The music's out of this world. And it's relatively short, so it's not going to be like 100 sessions. It's going to be maybe three.
Okay, let's try that
Yeah.
then on Monday. Okay,
Okay.
so on Monday, Botanicula. Tomorrow, possibly some Diver Dave. Thursday,
Day.
definitely. Friday, Traveller. And Saturday, Orbital Blues.
Traveller being the one where the boys from the Baltic Star eventually get back to the Baltic Star and thus have to change their channel name.
No, that we can still be from the Baltic Star when we're on the Baltic Star.
But then it'd be the boys back on the Baltic Star. Oh, I hope you do, Merker. It's been a real pleasure getting to know you.
Thank you for
Um,
joining us these weeks,
and
Merker. It's been really nice. And
unfortunately, the only other stream he's seen of ours was Cecily and Cecil, which that's an acquired taste. That's
that is about as unhinged as we get. Yes,
yeah, that's
that
the
is.
furthest extreme.
Yeah,
Everything else, I mean, the Orbital Blues is space opera. Traveller is space. Lots and lots of sci-fi and excitement. And we do tend to play those quite seriously. Well, seriously, like we're role players in a story and not just stupid people getting drunk. Um, yeah, but yeah, do come around and hang out with us. We've got a couple of open slots at the end of the month for 2 games that we'd love you to join us if you got time. Um, yeah, it's come and
fantastic.
join the crew. It's lovely
Okay.
to have you.
Well, I think it is time to bid everyone a good night and let them go to
Mm.
bed, especially Merker, who's, it's like next Wednesday for Merker now. He's ahead of us on the clock.
Oh, 11
Um,
hours. That's not
yeah.
11 hours.
So,
Bless you.
so yes. Thank you very much, everybody. It's been a real treat, and we will bid you a fond good night.
And congratulations again, Bucky.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Bye.